So let's change something here so this can look a little better, because if you run this in web it's just a plain white, so we will add some shadow here so you can see like a card would appear. Okay, so we can remove this clip here, so I show you how I would do. I will use the own shape that we can pass here. So just let me do this. If you see the modifier, we have a shape here like this one, and we can do like this. Okay, so in the shaper, I will, if you want to let this color, actually I will let this color so we can see how this looks. But in the shape here, you can pass the rounded corner shape, and you can pass a little bit less than that. For me, I don't like too rounded, but I think we can do that this way. So also here in the top head, I think we can pass a surface here like this one, and I think it's done actually. We can pass the fill then, and I think that's good enough. um let's call this on our main activity so we can see how this is looking in your app. So in the main activity, we can just have the scaffold. You have this inner padding if you max size here, and let's just call this here. So top header like this, and here we can pass the modifier, and we can pass our padding. I think that's fine. We can change this later, but let's just let out this, and let's just see what's happened when you run this app. Okay, I can get rid of this and this two here actually, and you see that is here, so you can really pass your modifier here. Let's create this. So let's pass the modifier, and let's pass the inner padding here. So in your top header now, you have to accept this modifier. So here we can say modifier, expected the type modifier, and receive modifier. Here the money, and for the shadow, we can just pass the elevation here. So elevation, you expect a DP type, and we can pass like a var actually, for DP. Let me import this one. And the elevation we can pass in the shape. You have a shadow elevation, and you can pass the elevation here, so you have this shadow effect below this one. I think we can pass a pattern here, otherwise our shadow will be cutted. So let's just pass a padding here. So padding 20p, having less you'll be okay, but let's just do this. I think it's too much, maybe. Let's see how it will look right now. You can optimize the imports and run, so you can see how this will look. Okay, this is better. This is any padding. I think for now we can pass a little more here. This padding, or you just have to use this modifier here, and maybe this is okay. So if I use this modifier here, maybe we get this inner padding that we're passing here, and we stay out of this bar here. Okay, perfect. This was fast. I think I was clear about this. If not, let me know. But I think we can create a border for the main content. So we have a border here for our main content when we have a column inside. So I think we can start creating this. So in components, let's create a new file. Let's call this main content like this. And here in the main content, let's just keep it simple. Let's composable. Let's create a function called main content like that. And here we can just pass a surface, not this one. Oops. Surface material 3. And here we can just add a column like this. Let's import that. And for the column, we can just, let's get rid of this. Let's add a preview so we can see what you're doing. Like this. And the column can just add some text here so we can see or bother happening. So maybe 3 this 4. Okay, fine. Let's build the refresh and see what you're doing here. So in the surface, we want to see a modifier, so you can add a border for this. So modifier, fill max size. Actually, we use a fill max width. Compose UI, fill max width like that. Let's just block this line here, and we can also pass padding here, like before. So 5 dp maybe. Let's see how this look. Okay. And we do as before, you can pass a shape here. So you have a shape, run that, run a shape. Let's import this, and this 15 is too much for me. I will just let 6 dp here, and we can pass a border. So we have this border effect here. So in the border, let's pass a border stroke with the width like 1 dp, and the color we can pass the color gray. Just remove this here, import again like this. Perfect. So let's see how this is looking. So you can see that we have a border here, thin border gray. You can see like this. So you want this effect, so let's take this padding here and let's just move to the column here. So here we can have our modifier. That would be a modifier UX, and we pass a padding just so you can see better this padding here. If you want to see, you can just make this bigger so you can see better, just so you see that we have this border here. So I think for now is this one. I will break this video here so we can keep it simple, keep it fast, and not do too much at once. So I have this really thin border, so you can see it's 1 dp here, and this is how you can pass a border in a card like this. You can actually, I want you to use elevation here, so you make the shadow effect like we just did in the top header. So take a second, you can try for yourself, or you can copy from the top header. I don't see nothing wrong with copying something you already did before, so I think it's fine. So see you in the next class.